Hi everybody, Martyn the Flicking Feathers again today. I'm tying the yellow tip. It's a nice wee wet fly, ideal for calmer conditions. Tie them quite small when the fish are up near the top, feeding in midges, emergent sedge as well. It's a very good little pattern, nice and simple. As always, I'll put a materials list in the description along with a link to the Patreon page for anybody who would like to support the channel, get access to the members only content and be entered into the giveaways. You can also subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button so you get notified of the new videos. That's also appreciated. So I've got my hook and my vise. This is a Kamasan B160 size 12. So it's a short shank hook. It's got the gape of a 12 and the shank of a 14. I'm going to put the yellow tip on first, so it's just a wee tag of floss, and this is Glo-brite number 9, which is the chrome yellow colour. Take a couple of turns there on there to lock that, trim away the excess, and then I'll come down and just build this just slightly around the bend. Don't worry if the floss tries to open up on you, that's fine. I'll just put a couple of half hitches in. Well up at the front out of the way, but you want to, don't try to build up here. And then wee bit of varnish only on the bit that's going to be the tag, and then set that aside to dry. Obviously if you're just tying, you can knock up you can do all the yellow tips and then let them dry. You maybe even give them a second coat of varnish and then come in and do the rest of the fly, but for the purposes of the video I'm kind of doing them like this. So this is one that I got ready earlier. Just got to put a bit of wax on the thread and get it started. And then on the way down, I've got to catch in my rib, which is a fine copper wire. And I'm just got to catch that at the body length. So that's the tip of the wire, so I've still got 2.5 mil there for my hackle and my head. And I'll just bring this back, and I'm going to just go back with the thread until the yellow is going to be about 1/4 of the length of the body, something like that. Now the body's just pheasant tail, just natural. I'm going to take, I don't know, 4 or 5 fibres there, line up the tips, pull them off, take a nice loose wrap, put that in, and then just tidy up on the way forward. Now, as I say, keep these flies small. I wouldn't go any bigger than a 12 B160. 14s and 16s, you know, you can get them right down. This is this one here is a 14, even smaller, right, which is basically the shank of a 16. They're the sizes that this fly seems to work best in. When it loses something when it gets bigger somehow. Now for durability, I'm going to put a tiny amount of super glue down there on the shank. Now I'm going to wind the pheasant tail towards me, so it's going in the opposite direction to everything else. Right. Now, it's a lot stronger if you do it. If you wind the weak fibre towards yourself and then the rib in the same direction as everything else, it's stronger than winding the rib towards yourself. Because the direction of the wrapping is encouraging, is basically tightening the rib and all that, rather than try to force it open. So, I mean, that's over the glue and it'll be set already. I'm going to take a full turn of the wire at the back, and then I'll come up the body, say 4 or 5 will get you up. You get to the front, bend the wire over the thread, just wind it down to the eye. Then keeping your thread tight, you can bend and break away the waste piece of wire. Hackle's just a Greenwell's hen. Right, a light furnace if you can get it. And it's just, I'm just using a cheap Indian. Okay, nothing fancy. And you want this hackle to be sparse. This is a great fly for fishing on the dropper with a washing line set up. Up near the surface film, it's really, really effective. Now, hackle tied in by the tip. There's one turn, just fold it as I go. 2, and 2's plenty. Right, keep it sparse, don't over hackle this, and just fold that back. Make sure there's nothing going forward, just build your wee head. Should only be, the head should only be like 3 or 4 wraps of thread long, really. And a whip finish. And we're done. Trim away the thread. Give the head a couple of coats of varnish. And there you've got an excellent, very durable little fly, actually. I mean, if you don't varnish the floss and don't counter rib the herl, they don't last very long at all. But if you take the wee couple of extra steps, you end up with a fly that will last loads of fish. So, I hope that was useful. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up below and subscribe to the channel. Tight lines, guys. Bye.